Hello everybody. Okay, now I'm going to I've decided to come back and show you how I'm going to sew this on here because I don't want people to get too mixed up with it. Okay, so I'll pin that back on there because I don't know why, but I took the lace off. And okay, so I find it really a lot easier if I keep my piece of work down flat like this. Okay, and I've got my piece of thread on my needle, and I'm just going to put a straight stitch around the edge, and I've got it in a different colour so I will know that that is the bit that I have to take out later. Alright, because I'm going to go as well along all these lines too when I go round. Okay, so I'm going to go around the outside here, which we'll put that back under, and just nice big lightning stitches. All you want to do is make sure you've got it held in place. Okay, so you can take all the pins out and then decide then what else you want to do with it. Oh, I've got so much stuff around me here now. I'm just going to have to take me a while to clean this up, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm flitting around on everything today. I just feel back in the craft room after a little break just gives you, I don't know, feel like I want to do lots of things, which I will. And I can feel behind there where that is, where that piece of material is, because people might be saying, you know, what if you're not stitching it down? Well, I am, because I can feel where that line goes. Because after I've gone round here, then I'm going to cut it off. I'm not cutting it off until I've done it, because I want it to be, you know, it's got to all cover the back. It's got to make sure that I've got all the back part there done to use for me base. Okay. Now, I'm going to also show you a different way to do this, right? And with different fabric. So when I've done this one, let me get it finished. Don't know how long it's going to take. I can't promise you anything. You stay over there. And I'm so itchy. I bet it's from the fluff off this velvet stuff. But anyway, because we're doing this with velvet and I'm not doing seams and things. I want to say seams. It's just done a bit different. Okay. Now I might flick that bit of green up there. I don't know. Maybe I won't, because it's too close to that piece. You just got to try and work that out, how you'd want it to go. And there's not much on there, like I said, even though there's a big piece sitting up there. It's not very big anyway. Alright, so we just want to do lightning stitches around here. When I say lightning stitches, this was because I know everybody probably heard it before, but maybe some of you haven't. My mum used to say that to me, because she was my nana and my mum and my aunties were all good seamstresses, and when I did any sort of sewing, it wasn't supposed to be, it just had to be neat and tidy. None of these big stitches. You had to make sure it was all neat and tidy. You couldn't do the lightning stitches, which meant that it was probably likely to come undone as well. It won't, though. It won't come undone. I'm going to have to cut it out. Anyway, so I'm just going to go around here to the other bit. Right? Now, I'll end that off there. Just did a back stitch in that, and I should probably get some more cotton, but I'm going to use this bit up first. So what I want to do now is go along all these pieces and fasten them down. Now some people might do this by ironing these pieces on here. I don't know. They could use an iron-on interfacing or something and put behind this. But if you don't have that, or you don't want to do that, because I believe that it would probably make it a little bit stiff to sew, because as it is, we've got a lot of thicknesses here with this velvet. You could iron each piece on, you know, if you had a sticky back stuff to put behind it, and that is an iron-on interfacing, it is called. But once you do that, I suppose it'd be hard to get off, and I have a tendency to change my mind, as you will find that out if you don't already know. So right now, let's see. So I haven't done a very good job of sewing that bit down, but we're not going to worry too much, because we're going to take these stitches out. These are just to hold it in place. Okay, you might even sew over them, but that's okay. You can just either leave them there if they look, if you can't see them when you're finished, or take them out. So what I'm doing is just carefully, quickly, and trying to keep it flat. Try and make sure that it stays flat. You don't want it to be all when you get round here, you need to make sure that it's flat, because it will buckle up to a certain degree. Once, you know, but you don't want that, because when you're sewing your embroidery stitches, you don't want it to be all over the place. You want it to be nice and... See, that one there's starting to pucker up because I've been too careless with me stitching. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I've got a mouthful of water. I'm throwing fluff around in here flat out, I am. Now, we get that one off. So we can take these pins out of these ones that we've got the corners of them down. I have made a bit of a faux pas here, mistake, you know, where I have got that bit here. It's not quite matching up because he's a bit loose. So I'm going to come along behind it and pull it over and stitch it down so it works properly. There you go. It'll hold it in place because more than likely there's going to be something going up along there. Okay, just end that bit off. Keep working on stitching them down. Okay, now I hope I'm not doing this too yucky, because I would be taking a little bit more care than what I am. I'm trying to rush this, and I should not be, because I don't want it to be wrong. You know, well, you'll see. See what's going to happen if I don't do it with more care, won't you? So you see how bad it ends up, but we should be okay. We should be okay. Thing keeps coming unthreaded for me because I've only got one thing of cotton. Just end that off there. I probably will put the heading up that this is my stitching patchwork stuff together, and then I'm going to come along here to do this bit. Take that out. Hold him into place on there. People, I suppose, did these way back in the day because there wasn't enough fabric, or they just did it to salvage anything that's like the clothing and things that they used to make the crazy patchwork. They used all the clothing up and make themselves quilts, didn't they? And that was how they kept warm, I suppose, back in the days when they needed to do this, which we probably should do now too anyway. But oh, I've seen this really cool thing. Where, I don't know where, I can't remember now, it must have been on the news. This girl thought about this. I suppose she thought about it for a while. You know how you take animal skins and make them into coats and things? Well, she's actually taken coats and things, or got coats and things, and turned them into animals. And her art has been very much appreciated. It looks really awesome. I don't know where she was from. I can't tell you that. But, oh, why isn't it clever? Some people... She made these two giraffes. First off, it looked like they had clothes. It was giraffes with clothes on. But when you look at it, they're actually something that she's made, you know, to do what we, you know, people used to do, make clothes out of the animal skins and rugs or whatever. But it was really cool. It was what she did. She turned clothing into animals. Now, so then you can get your piece of material, or a piece of work, and you can cut around it if you can find the good scissors, which this is working for me. Isn't that good? And I'm just going to trim around here like this. And I've got little bits and pieces there, but I have made endless amounts of these things. I really enjoyed it. I've been doing it now for a long time. Like I said, 10, 11 years now I've been making. I used to sell them all the time. It was a very, very popular thing. with the markets, but I don't. You've got to change things after a while. So there you go. There's the actual base for the crazy patchwork thingy, which I'm looking cool. It's looking cool. I love it, and I'm going to come back after, probably tomorrow, next day, maybe a few days. And if you get that far, get yourself pieces of material. You don't have to use velvet. You can use whatever thing you like. It is really easy. This might look a bit puckery now, but once I've taken those stitches out, which I'm going to do as soon as I put my next lot in, grab yourself up some bits of lace, some doily pieces, anything you want to put on it. I might not do that. I might do mine just beads and I don't know, stitches. It's ribbon and as well. I was going to show you some ribbon stitches in this one, but that just went by the wayside, didn't it? So I won't be making another video today, I don't think, because it's a bit late in the day and I haven't even had my lunch. I get caught up in here and don't get things done. But I'll come back as soon as I can and we'll continue on with this. And thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.